guys, how's it going? I'm Eliza and welcome to another vlog. Today started off shit because I had to go to uni and hand up like a piece of work that I spent all day yesterday and all weekend working on. So thankfully that is done now because the weather's been pretty shitty today. The sun has literally just started to come out. It's been pouring all morning. It was just one of those days where I was like, I don't want to get out of bed. I actually worked heaps hard yesterday on all my assignment and stuff like that, and I left a little bit to last minute. Well, it happens. But it's like, I swear to God, like a degree is 5% actual work and then 95% organization and paperwork and sorting folders and folios and stuff like that. But as I said, that was earlier this morning, so thankfully that is all out of the way, and now I just have to eat and then I have volleyball tonight. So I was going to go for a hills drive this afternoon, but as I said, it has been really wet and the hills are windy and narrow and hectic, and especially when it's wet roads. It's not that I don't trust myself. I'm actually quite an experienced driver, especially through hills and at fast speeds and stuff like that. But I don't trust anybody else, especially when it's just wet, like brand new wet, because if it hasn't been raining, the weather hasn't been like that, the roads get especially slippery, which is obviously quite dangerous, and I just try to avoid those situations as much as I can. So as I said, I did hand that up today, so that is another tick in the box, thankfully. One thing I don't have to worry about again. This was the subject that's preparing for placement, so I actually have to go into a school, work in a classroom and work with a mentor teacher and sort of like literally give lessons and all that sort of stuff. So it is fun, but it's nerve-wracking. Like once you're into it, it's pretty fun, but you know, if you get a bad teacher or something's just not as you expected, it can be a little bit stressful. Because I was having a little bit of a shit day, and as I've just started doing this, I actually feel a lot better now. But in saying that, I was going to make a snack because I thought, what better way to improve my mood than to make a snack? And so I am going to make Vegemite and butter on crumpets. Look, I understand if you're not from Australia, this may not be your comfort food, and as I know that when people do come from overseas and they try Vegemite, they tend to hate it. I don't blame you. It took time for me to like it as well, but now I love it and it makes me feel good. And I'm all about the self-soothing and making myself feel better, so that's what I'm going to do now. Of course, you need a toaster, always handy. We're not having them. They're out of date. Scrap that, we do not have crumpets, so I will be having muffins, English muffins actually, because they are amazing. I love how I've got this set up as like a cooking show, but one thing about me is I am a terrible cook. Like when it comes to like, you know, bacon, eggs, toast, croissants, steak, eggs. Did I say eggs? I probably said eggs. But basic stuff, like I am the boss at that. Like I can find the best way to make something simple taste amazing. But as for like proper meals, I'm a little bit embarrassed to say I'm not that great. Mind you, I don't try. I hate recipes and I just like doing creative stuff. So like I love having ingredients, like copious amount of ingredients, and then just like winging it. That's my style of cooking. As I said, if you're having a shit day, like far out, like make something good out of it. You know, if you're having a shit day anyway, you can't turn back the clock and, you know, make the day that you've already had shit better in terms of what's happened already. So sometimes it takes some initiative, and sometimes that includes Vegemite on muffins. Now, of course, to make this special, you need butter, obviously, and of course, Vegemite. So actually, yes, this is a perfect opportunity to do this. I hear that people sort of assume it's like a chocolatey thing. Now, obviously that kind of could look like chocolate. I'm going to show you chocolate. So, this is chocolate. This is Vegemite. That colour, don't mind the bit of bread and toast in there. And this is Nutella. So, you can see the colour, that's chocolate. That you can eat by the bucket. Vegemite, probably not so much. Literally the sun has just come out. I'm not mad about it, I'm happy about it. Adelaide gets really cold, wet winters and really hot, dry summers. So like in summer we have weeks of like 40 degrees Celsius plus, so it's ridiculous. But yeah, we get really like a fair bit of rain over winter. That's a good thing. I like rain, obviously we need it, especially if we have the hot dry summers, because we're really prone to like bushfires and that sort of thing. I think those muffins should be ready any second. I'm hoping. I'm always tempted to go grab another snack while I'm waiting for this to happen. So, you get your toasted muffins, obviously, and butter you want to be generous with. Butter is important. You don't mind having a fair chunk of butter, especially with Vegemite, because it kind of like balances it out, you know? Look at me, sounding like I know what I'm talking about. Just when it comes to Vegemite. Alright. See, I'm feeling better already. Just the thought of Vegemite. I'm not that obsessed with Vegemite, but I just feel like it's my responsibility and obligation as an Australian to, like, you know, if I'm going to talk about it, I may as well explain it so that if you ever get the opportunity to try it, you're not going to be blindsided by like a teaspoonful of Vegemite and then just like be put off for life. Because if you moved to Australia or lived in Australia or visited Australia, like, it's worth trying just a little bit. I don't know, maybe it takes longer than that to get used to. I don't know. Anyway, so once you got your butter, you want your Vegemite, obviously. So if you are a beginner, like, that is it. There's not much. In fact, I'm going to show you this way. That's probably easier. Like, even this is probably, some would say I'm being like too generous for beginners. But if you're a beginner, like, that is it. Maybe it looks like there's a lot there, but it wasn't much, right? I'm going to add more because, as I said, I am practically in love with Vegemite, apparently. Gosh. This vlog was going to have more substance to it, but now I've gotten carried away and just treating it like my own fucking cooking show. But this is as good as it's ever gonna get. I'll do this once and then I won't do it again. Alright. Now that's more of the style you want. Kind of dark, kind of thick. That's for me. And honestly, this is going to change your life. Now that is goodness on a muffin. I guess my point and the whole thing that I wanted to do a vlog today, I don't know. I was just, like I said, having a shit day, but, you know, and especially yesterday, I worked heaps hard. And getting up this morning, it was just like, I didn't want to, but, you know, it was important for me to go to class today. It was the last one for this subject because obviously, like I said, I do have to now go into an actual school with real people that I'm responsible for. You know, you can turn your day around. Your day's not completely wasted just because the first half shit. You know, yeah, you can write off a day easily. I could have easily written off today. But literally in the last 10 minutes, so when I started this video, I come inside, I've started making Vegemite on a muffin, and the sun's come out. Like, my day has turned on its head today because now I don't have any work to do. I don't have any stress. I have no worries. I've gotten that assignment out of the way, and it's just like, now I can actually relax. The next thing I have to be at is my own volleyball game, which I love volleyball. And then I get to come home and watch Survivor, and I love Survivor. And then tomorrow I don't have to get up early, so I'm fucking cheering now, you know? And it's just a matter of perspective. And yes, obviously sometimes we have busy after the other. But, like, you know, as long as you're making some moments count, because if you treat a day as like one whole entity and one thing messes up your day, then you're going to write that whole day off. Whereas if you just look at it as moments, as hours, as, you know, half days or whatever, like, you can perhaps change the outcome of, you know, your day was shit, but it actually turned out to be an alright day. And maybe that seems straightforward and I'm just talking hot air at the moment, but, you know, I just wanted to share that because this is living proof of that's how it happens, you know. And obviously, if you don't have Vegemite, I apologise because now this is just basically teasing you. But, you know, find your own comfort food or find your own comfort things that you like doing, whether it's watching a movie or whatever, or just taking 5 minutes, as I said in my last video. Like, it's just important to do that. Literally, look. Well, the rain stopped. We've actually got a bit of blue sky. It's nice. It is chilly, and that sun, as soon as that sun goes behind those clouds, it's just like, you know, yeah, no. I'm already ready for volleyball. I got a nice. That's basically my foot that's sliding out of there. It's probably some time for some new shoes. This is delicious. Delicious. Maybe I'll learn to cook just to do vlogs. This is fun. This is good. I get to eat. But that actually is something else I actually want to talk about. In my last video, I talked about some new plans and doing things a little bit differently, and this is obviously that as well, trying to mix it up a little bit and just be a little bit more creative and I guess step outside of my comfort zone a little bit. But the good thing is that I'm getting a little bit more direction in where I actually want to go with it, and so I've got a few really good ideas that I'd love to eventually get to. So some goals that perhaps, you know, maybe in a year's time or sooner, I'm not too sure, but you know, I definitely want to keep doing the vlogs. Like, that's one thing that I've absolutely loved doing. I'll tell you guys more as I know more. I'm not someone who blurts out everything because you know, I want to be sure that's something I want to do, you know. But ideas, yeah, like I said, there's just some sort of things that I want to work towards, and I hope that I can get there. So we'll see. I think maybe I'll have to do one making my smoothie, so that could be next. I think I've overdone it with the food making and that vlog today. But no, I just wanted to check in because, like I said, I have been busy over the last few days. So even though my video only went up like a couple days ago, obviously when I filmed it like Saturday, when I did it, 3 days to me feels like long enough because I've done so much in that time. But yeah, no, so I just wanted to check in with you guys and update you on that. As always, thank you for watching my videos. As always, like, I just can't stress enough like how much I appreciate your support and, you know, your comments and the feedback that you give me. It's always incredible and it's always nice. So I'm extremely grateful for that. Like I said, I plan on doing some new things with my videos, especially when I get more time off uni. Like when I finish finally. I'm really excited because I'll hopefully be overseas and get to do some more traveling ones, and just like, yeah, like I said, I'm sort of working out what I want to do with these videos, and it'll be a work in progress, but I'm not afraid of step by step and just working towards something. As long as I'm doing it, like I said, I'll eventually get to hopefully where I want to be, and that's all I can do, and hopefully enjoy it along the way. So that's the plan, hence why I have Vegemite in my life, hence why I have sunny days in my life, hence why I have volleyball and sleep and all the good things. So whatever your equivalent is, I hope that it's working for you. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'm looking forward to doing my next one. So I'm not sure when exactly, but knowing me, I generally put up a video every few days. So thank you as always for your support, and I will catch you then. Peace out.